Hello and welcome to the JLM University, and my name is Paul, and today I'll be showing you how to change out a steering circuit board on a PowerPole Move PV. Please check the description below for a list of recommended tools. Before doing any work on your PowerPole Move PV, be sure to turn off the power and beware of pinch points. To begin the replacement of the steering circuit board, you'll need to remove the Phillips head panhead screw on either side of the upper shroud. Now that the panhead screws are out of the upper shroud, we can lift it up. Now we're going to be removing the two Phillips head panhead screws from the circuit board front cover. Now that the two Phillips panhead screws have been removed, we can remove the circuit board cover by lifting straight up on it and out. Now that the cover has been removed, we can remove the steering circuit board plug. Now that the steering circuit board plug is unplugged from the steering board, we can remove the three Phillips panhead screws. Now that the three panhead Phillips screws have been removed from the top of the circuit board, we're going to lower our upper shroud down, and then we are going to stow the PowerPole Move PV. Now that the PowerPole Move PV has been stowed, we now have access to the last Phillips panhead screw. We're going to stick our Phillips screwdriver up through this little channel in the bottom of the Move. If you notice here through this little window, you can actually see the panhead screw. Now that the final screw is out of the steering circuit board, we can deploy the PowerPole Move PV. Now we're going to remove the steering circuit board by pulling straight out on it with two fingers. Now we're ready to install our new steering circuit board. Before installing your new steering circuit board, you'll need to take a little bit of silicone grease and wipe on the rubber seal on the board. To install your new steering circuit board, you'll want to install this flange up and over the hex bolt first to get it into position to push straight into the steering motor housing. Now that the steering circuit board has been seated into the steering motor housing, we will be needing to put some dielectric grease on the end of the steering plug. Now that we have dielectric grease onto the end of the steering plug, we're now ready to plug it into the steering board. Now that the steering plug has been plugged into the steering circuit board, we're going to go ahead and install the three Phillips head screws. Be sure to use your torque wrench and tighten to the specific torque specifications found in your instructions provided. Now that the three Phillips panhead screws have been installed into the steering board, we're going to lower the upper shroud down, and then we're also going to stow the PowerPole Move PV. Now that the Move PV is in its stowed position, we're going to install the final panhead screw. Okay, now that the final panhead screw has been installed, we're going to deploy the PowerPole Move PV. Now we're going to raise the upper shroud up, and we're going to install the steering circuit board cover. Now that the steering circuit board cover has been installed, we're going to tighten the Phillips panhead screws. Okay, the last thing we're going to do, we need to lower the upper shroud, and then we're going to tighten the Phillips head screw on either side of the upper shroud. And that's how you replace a steering circuit board on a PowerPole Move PV. Thank you for watching.